Good morning.
Mr. Marley said, I know a man no cry, and yes I know.
7:38, Monday.
I can see it in your eyes.
Welcome to the link,
And for those
Wahoosie
who think you
Bowback.
already know when it's showing. Your mind will
Mayor
never
Jesse
close
Alig
unless
joins
the
us
river
now.
is flowing.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a great Monday morning, that's for sure.
It's so exciting in here. It's really feeling like a good morning.
It is.
Had our little politics for breakfast. Now we're going to ask the mayor a bunch of tough, hard questions. Yep, it's going to be a
No hard questions here.
great morning. No, Mayor, I guess we'll just start because I saw relative to the excess lands, the USO and PD, that there was an MPC meeting last week and you guys had entertained some proposals for that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we can start there. So that's PD centered. So we had some proposals or people coming to us asking to hear them out. And so, of course, there is a true formal process for this, for this type of thing. But because they've asked us to, share their plan, or they wanted to share their plans with us, we thought it was best to just go ahead and listen to them, see what they have to say. It was good. It was a good discussion, I think, with the council, when all was said and done. To at least, there's definitely two different types of proposals. And I think it'll help us to decide how best to use that property. There's certainly going to be a master plan for that. It's not just something that we're going to throw together. It's a big deal because it affects a lot of people. There's so many different entities, so many different kinds of people that want to use the property. And I think the best use is going to be first to listen to our people and see what they want. And it kind of seems that most of our residents want a lot of the recreational area back, which is good. I always like to share that we have the Tupungan Beach Park, that's run by DPR. And that what people don't realize is it's actually not a bad place to hang out. It might be right on Marine Corps Drive, but it's still a really nice beach area. And so hopefully, within our plans, we'll keep a lot of the beach area and recreational swimming areas for people in USO, and of course, accommodate the other organizations. So the two things were, the first was actually a local resident, a PD resident who wanted to, or is proposing to do like a inflatable splash park out on the beach area. So that looks fun. I think the kids will really enjoy that, and it's not too expensive for families to enjoy. So that was the first proposal. The second proposal is more of the like a science exploration center, which I think is real important for us because we have the coral reef, the channel that's here, and we want to be able to perpetuate that and to keep that for posterity. It's such a nice. We have the preserves here in PD, and it seems like that's really working for us.
Yeah. So
I think it's time we focus on our coral reef, and we'll see what else goes on over there. There are lots of ideas for sure, good ones, and then we're excited about it. So, but
yeah, but I wanted to ask, what about the original landowners?
Yeah, but we still have to wait because there's still a process, right? And the process is still not even in the PD mayor's office jurisdiction, right? So it is going through its legal process with the governor's office and, of course, original landowners and that sort of thing. And so whatever is left is going to be, is what's we're hoping to be transferred to the village. When you take a look at the original landowner, well, I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't have accurate information on how many landowners are out there. I know there's definitely a couple that have reached out to me personally, and they're large families. But when you consider how large these families are and the size of the current property, there could be some issues. So there's definitely ways to work that out. Definitely not disregarding original landowners, for sure. mean, if we had property there, I would want to have been. I want to be included in a decision that's
Right.
made.
Yeah.
So
I did.
definitely.
I did reach out to Adelup, Mayor, but I have not got any response. I sent a follow up request to Crystal, and her response was, "Oh, let me ask again." So I'm not sure what information, if any, is going to be forthcoming. But you said if you were an original landowner, I mean, I feel like if I was an original landowner of property that was at USO, I would probably feel a little uncomfortable that you had a meeting entertaining proposals for it.
Well, I mean, it was public notice, right? And so we would, that public notice was certainly uh, information for you to come out as well, right? To come and see, well, okay, I know my great grandfather or great great grandfather had property there. What can you do for me? And so I was anticipating that families would come, but we didn't have a family come out, and that's the reason why you know, it was published in the paper. It's because it's important, right? Um, yeah, you're right. I mean, and that's why. But I also mentioned at the meeting that this is just a informal
Right.
listening, right? Only because these people came to us, and I did not want to, just shove it under the rug. I mean, it was something that I thought was important to listen to, because at some point in our process, we're going to have to listen to people, and why not start to do it now and help us plan, right? Because there's certain, like I said, if the property is returned to us, there's definitely a master plan that's going to be taking place, going to be produced, and I would want that to be as comprehensive as possible. So, yeah, that was the big deal on that.
Right.
But yeah, nothing else other than listening.
Thank you, Mayor. Senior centers reopening. Where are we with that?
So the senior centers, we discussed at our special meeting, and there were no objections by any of the participating mayors to open on May 2nd. And so that is our official target date now, is May 2nd to open. And it is May 2nd for maybe a couple of reasons. One, it's Manamco month, so we're going to work towards celebrating that and the opening of our centers. But also, most importantly, the Mingilao Center is still being used for the monoclonal antibody therapy. And out of courtesy for those participants and the Mingilao mayor, we're holding off so that everyone can start at the same time. And that's important because you know how it is. Fair is fair, right? How do you make one senior start over the other, and how do you prepare to accommodate the senior from Manila and from Border Chalampago at another location when it'll only be for a couple of weeks or a few weeks. So the decision to hold off was really also in consideration of the Mingilao mayor and the participants. So the participants in the Mingilao Center are not only seniors from Mingilao, they're also seniors from Border Chalampago. And so it's a shared, somewhat of a shared facility. Kind of like what happens in PD. We don't have a center in PD, so if we had any PD seniors, they would go to the Agana Heights Center.
Right. Mayor, what are the challenges to reopening the senior centers? Because I felt like we were about to reopen them, and you guys did a bunch of upgrades, no? So is it ready to go come May 2nd, or do you guys?
As of now, I can safely say there should be no major challenges at this point. The bigger issue was really to start at the same time and make sure that Manila was prepared, because once the therapy clinic clears out, they'll need to get inspected to operate. And then of course the only other issue was the Maleso Center. But if the Maleso Center is not ready to open, we'll take those seniors to another center to open on May 2nd so they can participate starting May 2nd.
Sorry, Mayor.
But other than that, there are no other major issues that I am aware of.
Okay. We did have a comment here, Mayor Alig. What's going on with the Dedido mayor that she's not assisting the outskirts of her village, especially those who are living within the Chamorro Land Trust and lottery land? She is the one that needs to be impeached from her position as mayor. Or they need to divide Dedido into two and have two mayors for Dedido. Just saying, Maybe we could see the difference between where the beautification of the village stands if we have two mayors for Dedido. And I'm sure you get a lot of comments. I don't know if it's just specific to the mayor or just specific to Dedido.
Mm. Yeah, every mayor is, they're. I can't tell the mayor what to do. I can certainly share with them,
Right.
and assist them if there is a need for us to help them out. But I don't know what the issues are. I mean, and there's two sides to every story, right? So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm all ears. So if they want to give me a call so that I can hear them out, I'm certainly willing to listen to them. But the other thing that happened at our regular meeting, so other than the senior, so there are no issues at the senior centers opening other than waiting for Minilao and of course fixing up Maleso. But I'll repeat again that if Maleso is not ready to open, we will take those seniors to to another center that's close by, whichever is most convenient for them. But Liberation, I did.
Wait, I wanted to ask about it, Mayor. So, what's the latest with the Liberation Day parade? It's happening when? What's the deal?
Well, it's happening. KUM better hurry up with their float. So I did mention to the mayors at our special meeting that they should prepare for a Liberation parade. We'll not finalize, but get the official okay by this week so that we can move on with the planning. I know that in previous years it took many more months to plan and many more months to make some money to have the parade, but I think we'll certainly be able to pull it off this year as simple as possible. There are no a carnival is not being planned by the Mayor's Council for sure. So if there's anything else going on, it wouldn't be from us. We're hoping to work with our government agencies, of course, with the governor's office, with GBB, and everyone else that helps put the parade together. And we'll have those meetings soon enough. But yeah, we should definitely look forward to a parade because we should have one, and we're ready to go. We certainly can celebrate two things, not only our liberation from war, but also our liberation from COVID.
Yeah, I get
right?
it. It's gonna be a slam dunk.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it, and I think our people are excited. Most people know what to do to take care of themselves out there, and I think the governor's concern is really that. And so I'm hoping that barring any future circumstances with the pandemic, we'll certainly have a great time on July 21st. I do know that there's plans for fireworks and maybe the drone show. I'm not sure, but that again will come out of GBB, I'm sure, and we'll get that in due time. That notice in due time. But as far as the parade, we're certainly going to work on it. The council has not spoken any more about a Queen's contest, which is probably unlikely at this point, simply because there's so much more that goes into that process. We tried to kind of change it up a little bit this year to kind of make it different and focus on something other than raising money. It kind of didn't fly. Not too many takers on it. So we'll see for the coming years how that's going to work out. But for this year, we're going to prepare for a parade. So anyone out there, don't call the offices yet because we don't have application forms for float entries or marching units. It's simply just I'm just excited about it because we've been talking about it since January.
Yeah.
So now we know that we're going to work toward it, and we're certainly going to have one, and KOM will put out all the information once we get that confirmed. So look forward to that.
So there you go, guys. We're having a Liberation Day parade. You heard it here first on the link. Miss a link, miss a lot.
Yeah, that's for sure. Biba.
Biba, that's right. No, I'm just thinking about a float.
Yeah, you better make it quick.
Got a project now, guys. Joe, sir, we got a project.
You should do you should advertise all your podcasts. Like that's so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good idea, Mayor.
Different strokes for different folks, but right. I like that idea. I mean, it's just people need to. I think it's cool.
That's awesome, Mayor. I did have did you guys get your education stabilization fund monies yet?
We did not get the money yet, but we asked for, as we were planning for it, we asked for personnel to help us manage that, right? Because it's a large sum of money. So we just have one clerk that was brought on board temporarily, limited term, with that money ESF to help us manage it. And so I believe she's starting this week. And so if that works out, we'll start to see the money coming to the villages. You're probably asking because of that, the what is it that came out, the child care grant?
Yeah, there's a new child care grant that's out too. I saw that. Yeah.
So that, that's big money. That's a lot of money. And I'm hoping that the mayor, so at the very beginning.
So I'm sorry, Mayor. So the mayor's council has not received the ESF grants, and this is for after school. I want to say it was for after school sports programs.
Correct. After school, summer school programs as well.
Yeah. You can. I think you can demand a immediate payment, because I saw that some of the nonprofits that have gotten these grants, they've actually not demanded, but they've sent Adeloop a notice for direct payment of funds. So and they were paid. So I don't know if you want to do the same thing.
Well, with the issue with that is who was going to manage it, right? So we have money that's coming in, and we need to make sure that it's managed properly. And so part of that request was to make sure there was personnel, and so that was key to us operating, because we want to keep reconciled for sure. And so, like I said, that staff member should come on this week, and that employee is only on for the term of the ESF for as much as we operate ESF, because he or she will be paid out of that fund. So as soon as that employee starts, we're certainly ready to go. Most of our plans, all of our plans are ready. Again, it's just someone to manage the administrative side of things, because we have that on top of the ARP that we're getting. So the ARP, mayors are already submitting requisitions or requests for purchase orders for their cash, for some of the cash that they've received. And so we're managing that on the mayor's council side, and we're hoping to get administrative staff for that under ARP as well, limited term, to help us manage that, because that's in the million, and we still have our regular budget, and it's difficult as it is with our two administrative staff.
Right.
That's 2 administrative staff for all 19 villages.
Yeah. I feel you, Mayor. All right.
So a part of all the requests was also personnel, right? Because we need support, and so as soon as we get the support ready, we're also ready to go.
Anything in closing, Mayor?
No, we hope that other than hoping that the mayors will get a piece of the pie of that from that new press release, we're certainly hoping to work with the administration to get more money to operate our after-school programs, because the ESF, I believe, is focused on the summer school program and the sports program. So we're hoping to get some money to help us with our after-school portion with that most recent press release. Other than that, that's it.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Adios.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
You're making me think. Not right now.
That's good. I want you to think. That's the Mayor.
Adios.
Okay. Man, someone commented, "Good morning, giggles." Jerome Canata, southbound lane backing up, accident, PD, a traffic light heading into Port Authority. Thank you. Yes, Chamarita Regis, I saw your comment about Mayor Savares, Deputy Mayor Savares, and not assisting the outskirts of her village, especially those who are living within the Chamorro Land Trust and lottery lands. She's the one that needs to be impeached from her position as mayor. Ouch. Referencing the impeachment of the CNMI governor, Ralph Torres, we got a special report coming up with Tomas Maglotny about that. It's going to be good stuff. 7:58. Good morning on you guys. The link is brought to you by Calvo Enterprises, IT&E, and Jack in the Box. Our 8 o'clock news is coming up as well. That's brought to you by Pacific Points. We're able to get out 2 new episodes on the KUM Podcast Network this morning, guys. We have a new episode from That's It, That's All, Sean Gumatau